So
I think when you've got someone like a Nick Walker, or you've got a top level coach that actually reaches out to you and puts his faith in you, I think it does take a lot of the pressure off, and it maybe gives you a lot of motivation that you might otherwise have if you were flying blind.
It definitely does. I mean, and people, like, they need to understand too, like with bodybuilding, you have to be able to use two sides of motivation, negative, positive. There's got to be both, and then you got to have it come together, and you've got to be able to use both. So, like, I'm using stuff from, back in 2010 that I've got sitting there on the Rolodex somewhere, where somebody told me that I couldn't do. I remember there was this guy that used to work out next to us at the gym, and he told me that he was telling my workout partner, and I was overhearing it, like, oh, he's never gonna be a pro working out like that, this and that. I mean, well, obviously, like, that's been shoved into his face, but like, or actually, like, and this is no rip on him either, but Sergio Olivia and I were going back and forth on social media not too long ago, and he said something to me like, you're never going to do shows that I'm even, stepping on stage. He was going ready for, and I want to prove that I can do that, and that stuff, like, I want to be able to use that stuff, and you should use that stuff. And then you go to the other side, and the positivity and all the people that believe in you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's motivating too. So guys got to use these things. You've got to use both of them, because that'll kick you out of the bed in the morning for cardio. That'll kick you, when you're thinking about, maybe taking it easy today. No, we've got to get that extra rep in. We've got to get that workout a little bit harder than maybe what we would have had we not had that motivation. So
I think like you said about the mental side, I think the guys that really succeed are the ones that use maybe that's some of what you would class as negative. They use it as fuel. Sean Clarida was said, you'll never even win a bodybuilding show, let alone turn pro, let alone win a pro show, let alone win the Olympia. It's like people literally laughed at him. They laughed at him.
Well, and then Sean got up at Legion and showed that, he might have been the guy on stage, but you're winning the show. And you know what? That was really motivating for me to watch too, because like I said, I'm never going to be the biggest guy on stage. Right now, I just woke up this morning, I was 250 on the dot. So we're probably going to be somewhere between 240, 245, something like that. It's not going to be the biggest thing. When I step on stage last year, you've got Hunter Labrada sitting there at 260 or whatever he may be, Brett Wilkin, whatever he's at. These guys are huge. You know what I'm saying? Guys are really, really big. If people out there have never been to a bodybuilding show, you should get up there. People should get there. They should get to this Boston Pro and come see this show. I mean, it's phenomenal. Like, even I get blown away when I'm standing in the back there. I'm like, man, these guys are big.
Yeah.
I want to bring something to the stage where like I said, like Sean, nobody believed that he could win something like that, but he showed up extremely peeled to the bone, and he played to his strengths, and I think that's it's very nice to see that.